Hello, it's Tuesday, March the 9th, and today we're in Psalm 142. And when you read Psalm 142, you will immediately be reminded that you've been here before in Psalm 57. And they're looking at the same incident, but from two quite different points of view. Psalm 57 and Psalm 142 are written when David was in the cave, fleeing Absalom and enemies and others. And in one sense, it was a high-risk, high-drama episode. It's recorded in 1 Samuel chapter 22. Psalm 57 gives the kind of heroic version of it all. David doing the daring thing and escaping. Psalm 142 shows the other side, and you can see something of the strain and perhaps something of the fear. In verse 2, I pour out my complaint before him. I tell my trouble before him. You know what you do when you find yourself in trouble, in a corner, in a cave? Well, you tell God about it. Yes, he knows, but you tell him about it because that's the way to increase faith, to restore communication and fellowship with the Lord, and remind yourself that he is a God who listens and he is a God who hears. When my spirit faints within me, you know my way. And so in the act of praying and in the act of telling God, his faith is being restored. His faith is growing. You know my way, even if I don't. Even if I can't see the way ahead, even if I'm in the darkness, you know my way. And there's a really low point. Look to the right and see, there is none who takes notice of me. No refuge remains to me. No one cares for my soul. That's dark, almost as dark as Psalm 88. But then notice the turning point. I cry to you, O Lord. Right in the midst of that darkness and despair, I cry to you, O Lord. I say, you are my refuge, my portion in the land of the living. You are all I want. You are all my need. And it's a psalm that goes down and then it begins to go up again. It's typical of the Psalms. The trouble is right in the center of the psalm, and faith is resolved on either side of it, like two bookends. The righteous will surround me, for you will deal bountifully with me. That's a long way away from what he says in verses 4 and 5. And there you see the value of prayer, even prayer from the depths, that it has a way by God's Spirit of increasing your faith by reminding you of God's goodness and grace. Psalm 142, we'll look at Psalm 143 tomorrow.
We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, and you want to make sure you get all of our content, not just videos, but podcasts and ministry updates, make sure you download our app. If you think you might have missed a video, click on our YouTube channel. A link should be down below. There you can see all of our videos, and if you want to make sure you don't miss anything in the future, hit subscribe. If you want to be one of the first ones to know when we release a video, hit that little bell icon. And if this video has blessed you and you can think of someone else that it might help, use that share icon and send it to them. All, of course, for the edification of God's people and the glory of his name. Until next time, God bless.